Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to build an Obsidian Spear. That's it right there. Here's part of it. This is a 14-inch spear point of obsidian. Got some feathers on there. Got a little leather wrap on there. Can't show you all of it. So stay tuned, and we're going to get right into it right now. All right, now I'm going to use my bucket here with a mixture of baking soda and water. I'm just going to infuse the wood with that mixture. What that allows that to do, it allows the electrons to flow more freely. Otherwise, it just doesn't travel anywhere near as good, if not at all. So you can see it's kind of wet. Yeah, there's a moon. It's kind of wet, but then it soaks in, and then I'll take a rag and take the top of that off. See, there you go. See, I even remembered. Now we're going to hook up our little electrodes. Always thinking about safety last. And yeah, so here you go. Get it in there. So once they're set there, see how close I have to put it so that the electrons will flow. So once they do that, one wants to flow to the other side, and I'll just work that all the way down to the other side of the piece of wood, and I'm gonna flip it over and do the other side. So it's still cooking. You can see there's embers down in there, and it still is cooking. So the longer I leave it on, the deeper and deeper that will burn. So I'm doing it fairly deep on this because I want to do an epoxy pour after this. So we're gonna burn them all up here. Once that's all burned in there, then I'm gonna go over and I'll use a wire brush and I'll brush that out real well. Then I'll take a rag with some water and I'll wash out all the charcoal out of there. So it's got a nice deep groove. So that in and of itself will allow me to put in some epoxy, because I'm trying to show like it's like lightning and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. Right here I'm not really sure how deep or how long I should have that on, but so far so good. And then we're going to go over to the epoxy. So like I said, I washed it out, I dug it out with all the wire brush. Then I'm going to use penetrating epoxy because it's faster. That's why I use the penetrating epoxy, and that's why I didn't do a slow or a deep pour, because it's just, I don't need to wait 3 days for that stuff to be done. I'm just done with it. So there you go. Put that blue on. Let's see what she looks like at the end. So what we're doing here is we got some steel wool and some vinegar. That will be the activator to activate the tannins that's in the wood, creating it to be black charcoal look to it. So I got a little apple vinegar and a little bit of white vinegar, and that should it's gonna take a day or two or so to get all that dissolved, but that really does work pretty well. So let's see how it looks in a couple days. Now that's a pretty big difference between the two pieces of wood, and they came from the same board. I just cut that down, and it's the same. It's Western red cedar. That's the same. And that's what happens when you put those tannins in there. Those tannins really turn that wood dark. Here's one coat on there, looking pretty decent. Not terrible, huh? Look like lightning bolts, huh? That's kind of what I was going for. Looks pretty cool. See if I can get a little bit further out here. A little shot down it. Yeah, that's pretty alright, huh? All the way down. Now I put the tip on. That's a 14-inch obsidian tip. Now we're gonna go one of these numbers. You can see right from here how long that is. And we're gonna ride that all the way down. Look at that. Really nice. Now look at the size of that tip. That thing's huge. Little reference here. There's my hand. It's huge. It's a huge point. Now for the leather piece, I'm over at my friend Nick's house, and he's got this nice laser etcher engraver, and you just program it, puts on whatever I want on it. It cuts everything out, cuts the holes, burns everything, and it's absolutely beautiful. I just love it. Look how it came out. Look at that. I started to color that in a little bit so it's a little darker. Look at that. Nice, nice. Did a little braid here, the monkey's palm. Yeah, and this, my friend, took forever and ever. That's a long braid, dude. Okay, so we got these guys interlaced. So these, when you pull them this way, they tighten up. When you pull them this way, they'll both loosen up. So this one goes that way. This one goes that way. So you can tighten it up or loosen it up. And then you can just slide those guys together. So what I'm going to do is I take some of these guys here and put them on the ends so they don't completely come apart all the way, but this will allow you to adjust. So you can do adjustments in here. So if you want to need it that far apart, then you have it that far apart. If not, you just pull them and bam, done. Okay, little update on our spear build. I decided to expose some of the natural Western red cedar, and I put in, as you can see, a little copper ring that goes all the way through the handle. Put in some leather work, did a little bit of braiding there. Come down here, put in some, these are resin black bear nails. And look at this, look at how that came out. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Black razor. That's sweet. Look at that. Oh yeah, she looks good. Nothing like that. That's a 14-inch piece of obsidian right there. Huge. And we did a double, a little two-tone on that. Almost done. Want to give a little spear update. I actually exposed some of the Western red cedar here to give it, I thought that looked pretty cool how that fades in. And I put a copper ring around here. Did some little leather braiding. We have a two-tone here. This is one piece of leather. This is the second piece. And look how that name came out, Black Razor. Now, can anybody tell me where I got that name? That'd be a bonus for you if you can figure it out. Okay, come down here. This is a 14-inch piece of obsidian spearhead. That's huge. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, she came out nice. And those are black bear claws right here. Imitation. Those are resin only. But I think she's coming out good. Almost there. Okay, I'm lacing up some beads and some feathers onto where the spear point meets the shaft. I thought that would be an appropriate place to have the feathers. So what I'm doing is I'm getting some of that waxed leather string, and I put, I think I'm putting 5 beads on. And then I'm taking some feathers here and just doing a little wrap on that. And that seems to be coming out pretty good. So I just do a little cutty there, and then I wrap the feather, and the feather wraps out pretty easy, to be honest with you. And then I use some CA glue, the CA glue with some activator, and that's it. It's a wrap, my man. It's good. There you go. I did glue my fingers several times. There's still glue on my fingers actually, but most of it stayed on the feather, and it works. So see, look at that, bam. And I like how the CA glue it so fast. That's what I like, is you can just wrap it up, hit it with an activator. And some of that stuff I didn't even use an activator. It will set up that quick. And that's it. I did little activator. See, I'm just going through those little beads. Look at that. So I'm putting 5 on there. So you can see my little chubby fingers there. But I got them on. And then we just keep putting feathers on and just keep repeating. Those feathers to me, I thought were pretty. I think they're chicken feathers. I believe they are. I got them from China, but you know what? They look pretty. I kind of dug them, because I can't use eagle feathers. I can't use those type of. I can use turkey feathers, but I can't use any anything that's bird of prey or anything. I can't use that stuff. So there's that, and just about wrap it. I'd like to know what everybody else thinks about these feathers. I think they're very appropriate, you know. And it's not like this spear is like an American Indian. It's just kind of like a general type spear in general. So okay, it's kind of hard to show the whole spear in one shot in one take, but there it is. That's how long it is. But here we're going to do some close-ups. This is like I said, about 14 inches of obsidian. Got some feathers in here, some beads. Got those on there. Those are pretty cool feathers. I dig it. Okay, here was our shaft. Got it all the way over here. We got a two-tone leather wrap on here. And I named it Black Razor. Look at that. Black Razor. And let's look at the back. We stitched that whole thing up. And I'll tell you what, that took a long time to stitch, my friend. So then we came down here. Got that, I left that stitching a little long. Just put some of these bear claws on here. Put some bear claws over here too, where you can wrap up on your hand. Just because they look cool, you know. Bear claws are cool. And they're not real bear claws, they are made out of resin. Okay, also, take a look at that. I put a little copper ring in there, braided this leather work. We got down to the bear wood here. I thought it looked cool to kind of do a two-tone contrast with the black and the natural western red cedar. We burned in a little pattern here with our machine, and then we put some epoxy in there. So that's what we did. Again, kind of same thing on the other side, but that stitch work really takes up all that backside pretty much. It's just one of the coolest things I could come up with, and if anybody knows where I came up with the name Black Razor, let me know in the comments. Now, I think that just came out just spectacular. My friend Nick over at Military Awards cut that out, and you'll see that in the video. You've obviously get this far, you've seen it. So I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you for watching, and don't hit the like on the other stuff, and don't subscribe to the other stuff. Subscribe to this one. Hit the like on this one. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye. All right, we wanted to do a little live action, maybe a little LARPing out here today, a little live action role playing. Okay, so we kind of wrap this guy around here like this. So in case you run into anybody, you can kind of put this in between your fingers, like kind of like so. It kind of feels pretty good. And look at that. Look at that. Black Razor. That's pretty badass. Got some nice feathers here, some beads on it. We did a double. So I did this patch in here, and then I did a darker on each side. Darker piece of leather. Lace them all up in there. Look at that bad boy. I kind of liked how I did that, how I took it down to a two-tone. Got a little bit of copper in there. And these can slide back and forth too. But really good balance. Really good balance. It's hard to see the height. So I'm 6 foot tall. So it's about 6. It's roughly 6. Really pretty light because it's western red cedar. You can take it like this. Obviously it's really for the wall, but pretty damn nice. I mean, you could really do some damage with this thing. I mean, it's pretty nice. Obviously, it's a wall hanger. We're gonna put it up. It's gonna be like that. This here took me forever to lace through, just so everybody knows. Not exactly fun. So we didn't put in all the sanding pieces and all the stuff that took like hours. Otherwise, we'd have another SpongeBob one where it took like 8 hours to upload. So, but this is how she came out, and pretty much, you know, we got a 14-inch piece of obsidian here. I split that guy down the middle, just for a little bit, set it back in there, epoxy her in, run it in. It's really pretty nice. Again, this is going to be for a wall hanger. We burned all these in here, put epoxy in there. And if anybody can tell me where I got the name Black Razor, you get a little special bonus. All right? So don't like this video, just subscribe, but don't like it. Thank you.
Shaka Zulu!